Speaking of being stuck in a room with something, we're stuck in a room with this next article.
Nice! Nailed it!
Right,
High five!
Yeah!
Nice.
Yeah,
Sick
almost
segue.
dropped the ball on that one. So anyways.
You really picked it up. You really slam dunked it.
Yeah,
I'm
picked
proud
it
of
up
you.
off the floor. It was kind of crumbling, but, we got it back. So last time we were talking about the Jinn, and one of the specific ones were the Ifrit. And I got an article here today from Fandom. It's the Unnatural World
Fandom.com.
Fandom. And this is by... I don't see an Arthur here. So
Arthur?
Arthur unknown.
There's one more score, Arthur. One more score.
One more. Wait, wasn't that from Red Dead?
Yeah.
Arthur. Saying it.
Come on, there's one more little score.
So Ifrit are supernatural creatures in Arabic and Islamic cultures.
Yeah, Ifrit.
They are in a class of infernal jinn noted for their strength and cunning. And Ifrit is an enormous winged creature of fire. Fire. Can you believe it, Goose? Fire.
No,
fire
actually,
it up.
I'm honestly
Either
doubting
male or female, who lives underground and frequents ruins. He frequents. He is a tomb raider. That's what he is.
It's hard to imagine ruins all the way back in the day.
I mean, like, if he's made of fire, anywhere he goes, it's going to be ruins, really.
That's true. He frequents everywhere.
Yeah. So, Ifrits live in a society structured along ancient Arab tribal lines, complete with kings, tribes, and clans. They generally marry one another, but they can also marry humans. While ordinary weapons and forces have no power over them, they are susceptible to magic, which humans can use to kill them, or to capture and enslave them. As for the Jinn,
I can't.
And Ifrit may be either a believer or unbeliever, good or evil, but he is most often depicted as a wicked and ruthless being.
So a believer, non-believer in their god.
That relationship must be hot.
I see what you did there, and I have to agree. They're very hot, almost burning to a point.
I wonder if maybe even to the Kelvin ranges.
I'm sorry, what was that word?
Kelvin.
Oh, Kelvin.
That's
yes.
a manner of...
temperature.
Yeah.
I thought you said someone's name, and I was like, whose ranges? Who?
Kevin.
Kevin's ranges?
Kevin's range, that's right.
My favorite soap opera about a cowboy named Kevin.
That's also a Ifrit.
It's also an Ifrit. Wacky hijinks.
His daily struggle is trying to find a cowboy hat that will not catch on fire as soon as he puts it on it.
And hijinks.
And a horse that will not run in fear every time he tries to sit on it. I would actually watch that show.
I would. I would direct and produce. Jinn are supernatural creatures mentioned in the Qu'arn.
The Qu'arn.
Qu'arn, thank you. And often referred in the Arab folklore. There it is, the word. That's the word of the day.
Folklore. High five.
High five every time we read it.
That's right.
We're on topic.
Take a shot.
And in and Islamic mythology that occupy a parallel world to that of mankind. Together, jinn, humans, and angels make up the three sentient creatures of Allah, aka God. We've heard about this last time.
Mm-hmm.
Religious sources say barely anything about them. However, it is mentioned that jinn are made of smokeless flame or scorching fire.
I mean, we do have a picture here. I might put it up on the screen there.
Here's an ambiguous picture
for YouTube. And tell me what you think that you see in this picture.
All right.
I'm not going to circle anything, but I'm just going to state what I think I see.
All right, so the two big flames for me.
Up here at the very top, you got the smoke, right? You go down a little bit, there's two eyes, and it looks like he's wearing a giant bow tie.
With giant flame.
Yeah. And at the very bottom left here, and maybe about the middle range, it looks like a big toe. So I'm going to say that's his foot. He's like sitting in a bath of smoke. Either that or the smoke behind him is a giant afro, and he's just chilling.
Okay, here's what I see, right? So the two dots up there are his eyes, and the two big ones in the middle of the picture are his nostrils. He's got a giant nose.
Oh, man. I see it.
He's just breathing all that smoke out.
I see it now.
And then the other flame down there, probably like a shoulder, maybe a hand. He's like scratching his shoulder, maybe.
Tell us down in the comments below what you think this might be.
What impossible shape do you see?
Or if you hate the show, go ahead and say so.
Hate the show, type in the comments, comments.
Yeah, that's right.
Like and say you hate it.
Anything. Any likes, dislikes, comments.
Yeah, if you really hate
mostly
it.
likes, though.
Mostly likes.
And if you could share this with your grandma.
If you can both dislike and then like it at the same
street,
time, that would be great.
The homeless guy who takes drugs. Anybody. Just tell them all.
If you could save this and then delete it from your computer, that'd be great. I don't know what it would do. I think it would just make me happy personally.
Yeah. We would never know that you did it, but,
Yeah, write a letter saying you did.
Yeah.
And how you did it.
Right. So others may do the same.
Dox yourself. Thank you. Okay.
Submitted with your social security number.
And those 3 wacky numbers in the back.
That's right.
Let's see. Where are we here? Scorching fire. Some define Jinn not only as spirits, but also anything concealed through time. Huh? Is that,
Huh?
Oh, concealed through time, status, and even physical darkness.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I'm not your friend.
friend.
Oh, man.
Oh, darkness, come
God
on.
dang it.
Jinn are usually invisible to humans, and humans do not appear clearly to them. Oh, so we're like switch ghosts. They're ghosts to us, we're ghosts to them. They have the power to travel large distances at extreme speeds. I mean, we can do that with planes.
Yeah.
And are thought to live in remote areas, mountains, seas, trees, and in the air. So everywhere.
Oh, man. That's a really specific location.
In their own communities.
If only we could find it.
If only we could find them in the ruins.
Only we could find some sort of combination of air and
sea, trees,
and
mountains.
God, if only there was a place on Earth.
If only. Like
human beings, Jinn can also be good, evil, or neutrally benevolent. Okay, so they may do as they choose, such as follow any religion. According to the Qu'arn, one Jinn called Iblis, aka the devil,
remember that?
Abused this freedom in front of God. He did it right in front of him. He's like, yo.
Disrespected him.
Disrespect.
He bent down to God's shoelaces and untied them.
Is right in front of him, staring him in the eye.
In front of him.
That's right. Abuses freedom right in front of God by refusing to bow to Adam when he ordered the angels and Jinn to do so.
That was, I mean, I didn't read the Qu'arn, but just based on that sentence, I could say maybe, like, it's fine.
Maybe he had a bad back.
Maybe
his back was hurting.
Maybe he got into a fight with Adam, and he's like, I don't know about this, you guys.
Yeah.
We don't really know.
From smokeless fire. For this act of disobedience, God exiled him from paradise to hell for all eternity.
A little extreme.
Gave him respite until the day of judgment. After Iblis requested, he's like, yo, I know you just tossed me down to hell for all eternity, but yo, if you could do me a solid and just let me chill on earth until the end of time. And God was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Sure, my
Iblis obtained permission from God and vowed that he would use this time to lead all human men and women astray to hell as a way of revenge against them. His name was then changed to Shaitan. That's what I was thinking.
Satan.
I was like, I don't remember this other name.
Hey, guy, can I have some respite to judgment? Well, I guess so. Thanks. I'm going to take revenge on you.
I'm going to bring every single motherfucker down with me.
You think God would, like, hear him vow revenge? He's like, hold on a sec. I'm going to take that back. Go back to hell. The social organizations of the Jinn community resembles that of humans. E.g., they have king's courts of law, weddings, and mourning rituals.
Okay.
A few traditions divide Jinn into 3 classes. Muggles, Slytherins, Gryffindors.
I think I've heard this somewhere before.
No.
I think Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Right.
Those who have wings and fly in the air. Those who resemble snakes and dogs. Because snakes and dogs are the same thing.
Creatures.
And those who travel about ceaselessly. Kind of, I feel like
the
that's
gypsies?
arbitrary. I mean, hey, you could have wings, fly in the air, look like a dog, and travel ceaselessly all at the same time, alright? I'm just saying.
What if it's a dog that travels ceaselessly that has wings?
Exactly what I'm saying, you know? Why not? Other than...
Hey. Snakes are also like dragons, right? And dragons also fly around ceaselessly.
With fire. And there you go.
And Satan is also seen as being as a dragon. So would Shaitan then be a dragon?
Sure.
It's like, there's 3 of these. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
There's actually 17 classes, but we'll get into that next week.
Oh, man.
Others describe them as creatures of different forms, some resembling vultures and snakes, but back to snakes again. I don't know what they have against snakes. Others tall men in white garb. I think that's just aliens.
Oh, look at this next sentence.
They may even appear as dragons.
Oh, there we go.
Dragons.
That's right up top.
Oh, hold on. It's not finished.
Okay.
Appear as dragons, asses... or a number of other animals.
Oh, you know what? Donkeys.
Yeah.
Donkeys are
Asses,
also...
yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically asses, though. Or a number of other animals. In addition to their animal forms, the Jinn occasionally assume human form to mislead and destroy their human victims. Some have also claimed that the Jinn may subsist on bones, which will grow flesh again as soon as they touch them. What? It is
So, like, if another guy comes and he's like, hello, fellow human, I request bones.
Give me your bones. Oh, okay.
So, all right, then.
There you go.
I'll go find some.
I don't know. I've never seen a bone, but
I don't know who you are, but I feel compelled to help you.
as you go, it is often believed that the Jinn were generally ignorant, untruthful, oppressive, and treacherous. The Jinn.
And so people would trust them?
I mean, it doesn't say they would, but
I mean, didn't it, though?
no.
Didn't it say that he would try to fool some of them into following him?
Oh yes, but they didn't. I mean, they were asses at that time. They weren't. They weren't. Dragon shaped. My dog's talking to me. I guess I'll trust it. I would trust my dog if it talked to me. That's the terrible truth,
Like
though.
Brian.
Brian.
He's an Ifrit, man. It
He's-
makes so much sense now.
I get it.
He's ignorant, he's untruthful, he's oppressive, and he's treacherous.
I often feel oppressed by Brian from
Yeah.
Family Guy.
Down with Family
That's
Guy.
just my opinion. The Jinn are also said to account for much of the magic perceived by humans.
Brian is Ifrit.
Brian is a Jinn,
Yeah.
sworn to bring humans to suffering.
That's a long hashtag.
You gotta abbreviate it.
Yeah.
So we'll do that later.
Alright, the Jinn are said to account for much of the magic.
Perceived by humans, cooperating with magicians to lift items into the air unseen, delivering hidden truth to fortune tellers, and mimicking the voices of deceased humans during seances. Seances!
Okay, so
said
what
the
they're
word
saying
magic.
is basically it's their version of a witch hunt in a way. It's like, so if you did a magic trick, so like if you did a sleight of hand for cards, it's like, you are using a Jinn. You got one of them Ifrits. You get them enslaved to do your magic.
This magic's fake. He's using the Jinn.
Aw,
Obviously. He's using an Iblis. Come on, guys.
That's what this crystal ball is for.
That
it's
ass
containing
is
it.
breathing fire. Come on, guys.
Didn't it also say that the Jinn could go into different inanimate objects, not just like lamps? So
Yes.
they technically, a person who was saying a psychic could put a Jinn into a crystal ball.
Also, they can be ghosts.
Yeah.
You could say every single thing that's fictional or fantastical, that's a made-up word, could perhaps be a Jinn.
You know,
Literally everything.
I have to say that the folklore, I mean, like, not diving into a lot of the religious part of it, but the folklore of the Qu'arn seems pretty cool. So far, I like it.
Seems pretty neat.
It's pretty swag.
I mean, does the Qu'arn turn an entire town into salt?
Well, yeah,
I don't
it
know
doesn't
about
have
that.
Spoilers for people who haven't
Spoilers
read
of the
book.
Bible. I'm
The
about
Bible.
halfway through. It's
Yeah.
like, it's a decent read. On weekends, I like to pick it up.
Yeah.
Give it a
yeah,
read.
yeah. It's not like a book that you're supposed to read from page to
I'm really
page.
into this Moses character that just come in. He's really...
I don't want to spoil that.
It feels like me. He's like me.
Is he?
I am Moses.
You feel oppressed?
I feel oppressed by Egyptians.
I also speak to burning bushes out in the mountains.
I also spread rivers, turn rivers into blood.
That's not what Moses did.
I
but
also
okay.
have a bit of facial hair, just like Moses did.
Just like him. And
I wear
apparently-
clothes just like Moses
And
does.
apparently, in depictions of him, he was also a white guy
I have hands.
that lived in the East,
Is that how it goes?
as well as Jesus. He was also supposedly a white guy, even
Well.
though he was born in Israel.
Yeah. Isn't that wacky? But also, they didn't pronounce it Jesus, did they? Or did they pronounce it like Jesus or a different pronunciation?
No, you're thinking of Spanish.
Did they say
That was-
Jesus?
They're in Roman.
So they would have said Jesus.
I don't know.
Or like Jesus? Something like a... Like
It
a
was
accented-
translated from Hebrew.
What's
right?
How would you say Jesus in Hebrew? Just Jesus?
I don't know.
We'll never know.
I mean, it's
Perhaps.
always referred to as. I mean, like if you have people from.
I would like to hear someone from
I don't
back
think
then.
I've heard it called anything else but Jesus.
I'd like to hear what someone else said. Also, did God call Jesus or did Mary call him Jesus?
No, God called him Jesus because she knew, and then he spoke to her and said
Okay.
his name. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So now that's another mystery.
Yeah, that's going into a whole nother
not really a mystery.
bag of worms there. Anyways,
All right.
so next time on the Folklore Scrolls, what are you thinking there, Goose?
I thinking, let's do me. I want to know my secret.
Your background.
I want to know how I got to the moon and back without a spaceship. I want to know where I got that gold. It's the biggest mystery.
I have more questions than you have answers for at the moment.
I want to know
more questions.
My rise and fall of Goose and how I succeeded at becoming the next president of the future. Spoilers. Hasn't happened.
Oh man, you've been talking to time traveling Tom again, have you?
Maybe. You know,
apparently next year is my last.
Forget that. Let's not do that. Let's keep that a mystery. I like to keep a vague air of mystery to it.
How about we go a little bit into the sea, as in we'll look at some sea creatures.
Sea creatures?
Yeah.
Like Loch Ness?
Sure.
Or
Loch Ness sounds good.
Loch Ness. It's been a long time coming.
I mean, one time we covered the Loch Ness, the Canadian one, right? The Canadian monster.
The sturgeon.
Yeah, the sturgeons.
And how
that's a callback.
Directly after how Bigfoot was.
That was almost
a
year ago now that we covered.
Wow.
That. Time flies when you're having fun.
Time flies when. Sorry.
Sorry, that's my knife. I'll take it out.
Thank you.
And
it's dark in here. Don't forget that.
Yeah. And I was just trying to find the light switch for this knife.
In my stomach.
Yeah, my bad.
I'm gonna need a doctor, so we'll come back next week.
Next time on the Folklore Scrolls. Holla at you later.
Goodbye.